gosh, I'm back. I'm finally doing something. Hey y'all, what's up? What the freak are you doing? How do I say my intro?
She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her.
What's up y'all? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, what's up, what's good? Subscribe down below. And if you're not new to my channel, then welcome back. So at this point, you already know what's going down, okay? Roro is on the loose. Miss Rona, Lil Cororo, Lil Coco, she on the loose, baby. Corona, Motorola. And basically, everybody's stuck in the house. You probably stuck in the house. I'm stuck in the house. Because we all practicing this social distancing thing. We trying to flatten the curve. I'm all for it. And I love staying in the house. Ever since the jump, I've always been a homebody. Now, do I like being told to stay in my house? No. So do I want to get out of my house now? A little bit. But you know, we're going to have to work with what we got. Today, I'm going to be doing a Netflix suggestions video while you're stuck in the house. Because honestly, I don't know about y'all, but I've been watching the mess out of Netflix lately. I've just been going crazy on the flicks because ain't nothing else to really do. And honestly, it just gets boring really quickly. And we're supposed to go back to school on April 3rd with the corona break. You know, spring break got canceled. It's the corona break now. But like, they said that's like at least. So they don't even really know when we finna go back. It's March 18th. And we've been out for a whole week at this point. Because we got out early for our spring break because of the coronavirus. So I say all that to say we gonna be in the house. I'm gonna be in the house. You're probably gonna be in the house. So with that being said, I have a bunch of Netflix suggestions and stuff to give y'all because my last Netflix suggestions video was about a good year or two ago. So we bringing it back now. I threw a few movies in there just to do that. But yeah, so I'm just gonna give y'all a bunch of Netflix suggestions. I hope y'all enjoy this video and you know, hope y'all give y'all something to watch while y'all stuck at home. Social distancing. So we'll see how this goes. Let's get it popping. Let's go right now. So my first Netflix suggestion is of course The Circle. The Circle. If you don't know about The Circle, well, guess what, you know now. So basically it's about a bunch of random people who basically do what we're doing right now, stuck in one place. They all stuck in an apartment together, but like they can't see each other. They're stuck in different parts of the apartment basically, and the only way they can talk to each other is through this virtual thing called The Circle. And basically they don't know what the other person looks like. They don't know, you know, they don't know what the other person sounds like. All they do is like text them and look at the pictures that they put up on their profile. But basically some of the people on there are catfishes, and if you don't know what somebody look like, and if you don't know what somebody sound like, or whatever, you ain't gonna know who they is. So you know, it's like romance, friendship, and basically there has to be one winner. And basically whoever comes out as the winner is the most popular, you know, I guess not really the most popular, but has the most strategy and popularity throughout the game. I don't know, like if you watch the show, you'll see there's a unique way to win the game. The Circle is at the top of my list because that show had me in shambles, so you should definitely watch it. Next show, of course, Believe the Hype, baby, because it's true. It's on my blog. Come on now, y'all. I don't even have to put this in a video because everybody who has Netflix has probably watched this, has most likely watched this. And if you haven't, you would have heard the buzz about season 3, so you done already started watching it. But I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the list regardless, because I know it's some lost soul out there who hasn't started on my blog, and I'm here to guide you through the turmoil and tough times you're going through clearly. But yeah, on my blog is about a group of kids, and they live in the hood or whatever, you know, got some Latino kids and a little black girl, and you know, and they live in like the hood in, I think, California. And basically like they have like a lot going on. They got some game plot lines and some mystery. I ain't gonna say too much. Basically the show starts out with one of the characters. He was trying to find the money for this place called Roller World, and basically a lot happened. I don't want to spoil it because there's so many ways to spoil this show, and it's gotten spoiled so many times for me while watching it. And honestly, the bright side is if you start it now, you don't have to wait a year in between the seasons, because everybody who started it when season 1 first came out, they had to wait a year for season 2 to come out and another year for season 3 to come out, and now we're waiting another year for season 4. Okay, and also, can we just talk about how season 3 ended? Next caller. Jane the Virgin, y'all. Watch Jane the Virgin, please. That show is basically about this woman, and she becomes pregnant, but she like never did it with nobody. So I forgot how it began. Basically, like somebody else, the doctor put the wrong like, what was it? Oh yeah, so basically the doctor, somebody came so they could have like an artificial insemination put in them or something like that, and the doctor basically put it into the wrong person, hence Jane, and basically she got pregnant without even doing it because she was a virgin. And like, I mean, these are grown folks, so you know, grown folk, but like, yeah, and basically she got pregnant, and then it's a lot of other stuff going on: romance, lust, lies, friendship. It's a lot going on. It's just a great show. Like, I can't explain it that well. It's a strong protagonist, Jane. She's a very strong protagonist. I love her in the show. We got 2 love interests, and there's definitely a love triangle. A very supportive family. A lot of Latino heritage. I love watching it because I just love learning more about the Latino heritage. You know, it's cool. And it comes with a bomb Latino narrator, and he is hilarious, and I just love I love him. But yeah, so it's really one of them shows. It's like team one of the love interest name is Raphael, so it's team Raphael or team Michael, and I just gotta say I'm team Raphael all the way. You can't really go wrong. You can't really go wrong. You can't really go wrong. You can't go wrong with Raphael. I mean, you can, but we just gonna act like you can't. Next show I got for y'all is Good Girls. Y'all, that show, I'm so glad that I actually gave it a chance, because I always saw it like on my Netflix page, but I just never was attracted to it. I thought it was stupid. Like, I honestly thought like it was some sitcom because I never read it, and like the name was just like, I was thinking like a sitcom with a bunch of women or whatever, you know, a little corny, you know. But y'all, it is a great show. Basically, it's about these 3 women, and they basically like rob a grocery store, and because they got like financial stuff going on in their life, so they rob a grocery store together, and they just get into a whole lot of stuff after that, like with gangs and stuff. I don't want to give away too much, but yeah, and we got a little love interest but I ain't gonna say too much. I feel like it mixes crime and comedy like so well together, and it's just so nice to see those two just perfectly intertwined, and I feel like that show does it the best. So definitely watch Good Girls, please. Book club. Like this video if you know that reference, because that means you watch Good Girls. That means you watch Good Girls. Next show. This show is absolutely hilarious. Like, I watched the whole thing so quickly, and it's called Astronomy Club. Basically, it's this group of black people, and they do like skits, but it's like in TV shows, and it's the most, if you just love random absurd comedy, then that's the show for you. That show had me crying, and it's so creative and original. Like, even if you ain't black, that stuff is hilarious. I recommend it to anybody who wants to laugh, and anybody who has a super absurd sense of comedy. You should definitely watch it, especially if you're black, but not limited to. So yes. Okay, so next movie that I'm actually recommending to y'all is this movie called Burlesque. I'm super late on the wave. A lot of y'all already know about this movie because it's been out for a hot minute, but it's so great. It's like this like musical movie, and basically it's about this girl, and she moves to, I forgot what town it was in. I think it was like Vegas or somewhere in Cali, you know, where all the movies settings take place. Anyway, somewhere in California. And I don't know if it was California, so don't get mad at me if it wasn't. I really don't know, okay? But basically it's about her, and she moves there from her like small town or whatever, and she really wants to work at this club, and they have like a bunch of dancers. Like, it's crazy. Oh, what? You know, they lit up in there. They just, it's very nice. It's just like a bunch of dancers half naked, like performing at bars, and it's super just great. They put on great performances, whatever. And she wants to really work there because she always had like dreams of being like a star, you know, and she can also sing. But she starts like So she gets in a group, dancing, whatever, and then one day she sings, and then homegirl becomes top dog out here. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. It's a great show. I mean, great movie. It has Cher in it, and then the main character is Christina Aguilera, and I think there's a little more, you know, famous people in there. But yeah, it's a, first of all, great soundtrack, and you know, great plot lines going in. The romance plot line is tip top. It's just great. So you should definitely watch that movie. Next show that you should watch is Trinkets. So it's basically about this group of girls, and they like steal stuff, and I guess I forgot how it really is. Like, you know, they have like personal problems of their own, and they band together, and they, you know, they was stealing stuff, and then they go to like meetings about people who steal stuff, and it's just a lot. Like it was really a lot. They stole a car, you know, you get what I'm saying. They just do like a bunch of scandalous stuff. I'm gonna read the description because I feel like I didn't explain that as well as I could. Adjusting to a new home at high school after her mom's death leads Elodie back into her comfort zone, stealing, and into a competition with Tabitha and Mo. But that was the description for an episode. But basically, homegirl's mom died, and she like was really addicted to like stealing and stuff, really addicted to stuff like that. And basically she finds two other people that are like similar to her, and they become like best friends, and they do crazy stuff, and you know, cool stuff. Yay! So y'all know I'm with anything. Well, maybe I don't know, but y'all know I'm with anything Noah Centineo stars in, and I just hello, hi. Will watch anything. He could star in a movie called Paper Bag, and I'll be trying to put it on my Netflix. Okay, so basically, I'm not gonna say To All the Boys I Ever Loved Before and all that, because that's already, I mean, you should watch the second one if you haven't, but that's kind of just like given. But it was this movie, I'm sure a lot of y'all have watched it. I'm honestly late, but it's called The Perfect Date. And it's a really wholesome movie. It's about Noah Centineo. I forgot his name in the movie, but it doesn't really matter. He was like a high school senior, and he really wanted to go to Yale. He wanted to go to Yale so bad, this and that. To do so, he starts this app or whatever, this thing where he can go on different dates with different girls and get paid and stuff like that. So, and he started doing this because he met this girl, and her parents or her brother or cousin or something paid him to take her on a date because she don't like to go nowhere. So that's when he started the app, and he started basically going on different dates with different girls and getting money for it to go to Yale because he couldn't afford it. And it's just like a lot of little stuff along the way. I don't want to give away none of the romance or nothing like that, but he always wanted to have the perfect car, the perfect girl, the perfect school, you know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm going. And in the end, he realizes maybe he don't want everything to be perfect. It's everything that glitters is not gold. But my boy realized that at the end, and that's what I'm gonna say about that movie. You should definitely check it out if you haven't. I'm glad I watched it. I literally watched it like 2 days ago. Next movie suggestion is this movie called Someone Great. So basically this movie is about a couple that split up, and it just shows everything from the girlfriend's point of view, how she basically gets over the breakup. And it's comedy, and it's also sad and romance all combined into one. But it's a really good movie, and it has homegirl Jane from Jane the Virgin starring as the main character, and the dude is somebody I know is an actor, but I don't know his name right now. But yeah, it's a really good movie. And I think I remember having a pretty good soundtrack too. I don't remember though. I just remember it had Lizzo in it. Good romance movie. If you like romance, you'll like that movie. Next show that you should watch if you haven't already is Love is Blind. Y'all should have already knew that was gonna be in here, because like, come on now. Love is Blind is a bomb reality TV show. That and The Circle are like the best reality TV shows on Netflix. Also the only 2 reality TV shows I've watched on Netflix, but it don't matter. So basically it kind of reminds me of The Circle, because I did watch The Circle first before I watched Love is Blind. Basically these couples can't see each other, but they can't see each other only in the beginning. So basically the goal is to get married. Let's just put that out there. They meet each other in this thing called the pods, which are just isolated rooms where they can't see each other, and they basically go on dates with different people without even seeing that person's face, just talking to them through the thing. And they basically have to pick out a husband or wife through just those interactions through a tiny behind room. And you know, they propose through the glass, and people cry and things like that. And then in the next stage, they actually see each other for the first time and stuff. Oh my gosh. Then they go on like a honeymoon vacay type, not a honeymoon, but like a vacation together. in Mexico, and just, you know, live it up, kind of see how it is interacting with each other in real life. But then after that, they go to the real world and like live together and move in together and stuff like that. And yeah, and then after that, they're supposed to get married. So you can kind of see how this can easily go wrong, and in some cases it really did. That's why I definitely highly recommend watching the show. Some couples you're gonna love, and some couples you're just gonna want them to get off the screen, because that's how I felt about a lot of them on there. That show's gonna make you mad. That show's gonna have your mouth just like, I know she did not just, it's gonna have you just flabbergasted. Next show that you should watch, that I actually need to watch season 2 of right now, is All American. All American is a super great show, and can I just say the people in that show are just beautiful. Like, the guys, immaculate. You know what I'm saying? The melanin in that show pops, you know? But basically it's about this guy, I forgot his name. I haven't watched it so long, I forgot homeboy's name. But basically he's, you know, one of them little football stars, you know what I'm saying? Football, D1, all that. And he grew up in this hood called Crenshaw. And basically he played football there, all that. But then he moved to like the suburbs and played at a different school. I think somebody like recruited, yeah, I forgot, I always forget the backstories. But I think he was recruited, and then he played at this place in the suburbs on a scholarship. And it was like this rich private school, and he played there, and he was a star there. But it's a lot of stuff going on. He moves in with like a new family, because the coach that wanted to recruit him was like, you know, moving with my family while you're over here, because he couldn't afford to like get a house over there and stuff like that. So it's drama that goes on with them. It's drama that goes on with these new friends, because the people on his team didn't even like him for real, you know what I'm saying? So they was hating, especially since he was a star and he came from the hood and he could play. They was furious. Romance, family drama, woo, child, you don't know nothing about that. You need to watch All American. Like if you want to see some good looking actors, first of all, go ahead and cut it on, period. Next movie that you should definitely watch is this movie called P.S. I Love You. I love this movie so much. It's a romance movie, and it's about this couple, right? And the man, the boyfriend, the fiance, basically like dies because of a brain tumor and leave, you know, the wife is a widow, you know, and they was in love, y'all. I'm talking like that top tier 10,000 love. And basically throughout the movie it just goes through their life and everything like that. But the gag is he actually left letters for her. So on her birthday he has like different letters and different locations to be delivered at different times, and basically they're supposed to help her, you know, cope with his death, and it walks through like different memories they had, and it's so sweet. It's such a sweet movie. And yeah, it's really an ultimate romance movie. So if you're a diehard romance like I am, you finna eat this movie up. Like, this ain't had me like. The next movie that you absolutely need to watch is, it's a drama for sure, but it's called Roxanne, and it's based on a very true story about, it was like, Roxanne is basically like a rapper from, I think it was like the 90s, the 80s, something like that. And she was like a little girl, and it just talks about like the struggles that she went through being a young rapper and like growing up in the hood with a lot of like peer pressure and other things going on, you know, crazy man. And like growing up in just like a poverty-stricken household. And it's really deep, y'all. And it basically talks about how she made it like in the industry and how that went, and her performing at different shows, getting involved with like drugs and money stuff. And it's a real deep movie. Like, that movie will actually make you mad. Like it will make you mad. So it's one of them. It's one of them, but I definitely feel like it's worth the watch. Like, it's such a great movie, and I feel like it was produced so well and put together so coherently. Like, it's just organized, and it's a great movie. And I really feel like it definitely brings the emotion out and like the realness of her life, you know, and how it was. So it's a cool movie. It's great drama. You're gonna be crying. You're gonna be ready to fight. Last but not least, y'all know I had to say my favorite movie of all time, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. If you have not watched the movie, please bless yourself, bless your eyes, and go watch it, because at this point, come on, it's about this Spider-Man from another universe, and his name is Miles, and basically he basically finds out that there are Spider-Mans in different universes and that he is one of them. He meets the original Spider-Man, Peter Parker, and like some other Spider-Mans from parallel universes and stuff. He's black, and I think he's like Latino, and it's just a vibe. Also, did I mention that it's animated? So you should definitely watch it. Watch it. That's my favorite movie of all time. Of all time. Not even just on Netflix. Of all time. I literally went to the movies to see that, and I felt like, I was just like, wow, like, is this heaven? And I'm not a good movie watcher. Like, I literally go to the movie theater and fall asleep. I fell asleep for Batman versus Spider-Man. I fell asleep for, what else did I fall asleep for? I fell asleep for Black Panther. Forgive me. I'm so sorry. I don't do well with going to the movies. Period. I just don't. So, but Spider-Man, I was wide awake. But that's me with like every Spider-Man movie. I'm always wide awake, but everything else I just fall asleep on. So yeah, anyways, it's the least I could do since we're all locked up in the house and there's absolutely nothing else to do, and it's gonna be a hot minute. I mean, practice social distancing, and instead of going out to eat and doing stuff that will possibly spread the virus or make you contract it yourself, please follow the guidelines and stay in the house. And there's a lot of fun things you can do in the house, one being watching Netflix, and watching Netflix till you can't watch Netflix anymore because you just can't. So yeah, definitely my suggestions, you know, top notch, not gonna lie. Also, I forgot to tell y'all, I've started doing editing like for people and stuff. So if you need like an intro or like a banner or like an outro or something for the Lolo, I got you. Just go to my Instagram page. It's called Shade the Editor, because you know Megan inspires me every day to be a better person. So it's Shade the Editor. Okay, so yeah, I'm basically like working on my editing skills, so I want to get better. I recently downloaded Photoshop and everything. Like, I'm trying to get top notch. I want to be able to put graphic designer on my resume. That's how I feel about it. But also check out my shop, Urban Melanin. All that going on. We love the shop. We love Urban Melanin so much. And then there was one more thing I wanted to say. Follow me on TikTok, y'all. I've been making TikToks. So yeah, definitely follow me on TikTok, because it's been fun. It's literally just Seasons of Shai, and I made a bunch at 3 AM, and now I'm fond of the app. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. But yeah, like I was saying, stay safe. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below for sure. I'm gonna see y'all a little bit more than the usual, because you know we on Roro break, and I got time to film videos. So I love you guys so much, and